Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam. We are back for another United Daily Live, the place where we bring you the latest Manchester United news, headlines, transfer rumours, all that good stuff every single day. I try to bring it to you every single day. Obviously, sometimes I can't bring it every day, but it's United Daily. We're going to try and do it daily right now, from the end of the season right through to the end of the transfer window. So make sure you're keeping it locked. You're hitting that like button, commenting, sharing, and of course, subscribing to AdamMcKola TV. If you haven't seen it yet, we had a video go up earlier on in the day where we discussed the latest Harry Kane interview in relation to his future. Is he going to be at Spurs next season? Is he going to get that move away from the club that he wants so badly? What's going to happen to Harry Kane? We discussed that earlier on today. Also in this video, we will be looking at those headlines, those quotes, and getting a refresher on that. But also Nemanja Matic's future. He has been linked with a reunion with Jose Mourinho. Mourinho signed him at Old Trafford, signed him at Stamford Bridge, and now he could be signing him in Rome. He's the new Roma manager. He joins up in the summer. Could he be bringing Nemanja Matic with him to the club? Nemanja Matic still has a year or two on his contract left, which, that means United can try and get a fee for him. But the fee's going to be nominal. You're hearing 10 million euros. But we will look at those rumours in relation to Nemanja Matic. We've also seen Harry Maguire pictured without his, it wasn't a cast, was it? It was a protective boot for his foot, for his ankle, and without crutches at the Never Give-In premiere tonight, the Sir Alex Ferguson doc. Now, our man Jay was down there, got to speak to Sir Alex Ferguson. How about that? He doesn't tell anyone in the office, hey lads, I'm going to the Never Give In premiere. I'm going to get to see Sir Alex Ferguson. Doesn't tell anyone, just sneaks off and goes and sees Sir Alex. How about that? That will be up on Stretford Paddock very, very soon. So make sure you're keeping your eyes, ears, all that stuff peeled for that. Sir Alex Ferguson's first appearance on a fan channel. Can you believe it? It's going to happen. And it has happened. And yeah, we'll be looking at Harry Maguire and the news that's come from that. David Beckham, my hero, my mate, has been inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Premier League Hall of Fame. And of course, as I said, we'll be looking at some of those quotes in relation to Harry Maguire. Now, as I said, this is United Daily. And every single day on United Daily, if you remember, if you're a regular on AdamMcKola TV, you will know that we have been bringing, on this days, every single day, you can get an on this day about this, you can get an on this day about that. And we've got them here on AdamMcKola TV. So make sure you're keeping it locked for this. Let's have a look. So the date today is the 20th of May. Now, not long until my birthday. I share a birthday with the one and only Georgie Best. Now, if you know when Georgie Best's birthday is, you know when mine is. But the 21st of May, so here we go. On the 21st of May in 2008, now I already know this because I remember where I was. Sorry, it's not even the 21st of May, so what am I talking about? It's the 20th of May. So let's talk about the 20th of May first, yeah? On the 20th of May, 1995, Paul Scholes comes on as a substitute for Manchester United in the FA Cup final against Everton at Wembley. Replacing Lee Sharp, he twice goes close to scoring, with the Toffees' legendary Wales goalkeeper Neville Southall denying him on both occasions. Paul Rideout's goal in the first half seals a 1-0 defeat for the Reds. A year later, we beat their city rivals Liverpool in the cup final, with Eric Cantona scoring to seal the double. But that year, we were unfortunate as Paul Rideout's goal gave Everton the win in a 1-0 win. But as you heard, Paul Scholes there coming off the bench. Yeah, that's today's on this day. Now, have you guessed it yet? When George Best's birthday is? Does anyone know? I don't really know. Doesn't matter, does it? We will be talking to Nemanja Matic soon. And BMW Racing in the comments says, he says in the comments, Matic is only the first. Sorry, that's not his comment. So let me not attribute the wrong comment to the wrong person. BMW Racing says, Matic needs to move on. Great player, but not United standard. Michael Jones says, Nemanja Matic is only the first player that needs to leave the club. So obviously hinting to the fact that we need to get rid of a few others. I can see Aniket, Breen, Sean, Ross, David, Andrew, Lawrence, who say Matic would do well in Italy. They seem to be taking everybody else, don't they? They seem to be taking everybody else. Look, Darmian, Ashley Young, Alexis Sanchez, Romelu Lukaku. Who else? Have I missed anybody else? When Andreas Pereira's over there, although it looks like he's going to be coming back. Who else did I miss out? Can't even think. But yeah, loads of players going over there, and Nemanja Matic could be the one. Jay is a snake. Pass it on. 32. Oh, Sean knows how old I'm going to be and everything. Who else is in the comments? Jose wants Matic, but does Matic want Jose? Of course he wants him. Of course he wants him. Matic always wants a little bit of Jose, don't he? Lone Wanderer with the super chat says, what did I miss, Coca-Cola? You haven't missed much yet. We've just been rounding up what to expect in the show. And of course, we're about to get stuck into the first story now. Now, the story was coming from Italy. I think it was Corriere dello Sport. It was shared via Sport Witness. And they say, Nemanja Matic is Jose Mourinho's priority at AS Roma. They say he is believed to be worth under 10 million euros to Manchester United, around 8.69 million. Manchester United would now have no problem in him being sold. But what that means, though, if Manchester United sell him, is that we're then in a position where we do need a holding midfielder. Now, Nemanja Matic has never, played regularly for Man United this season, so we don't have to worry about that too much. But in terms of, he's the only natural number 6 that we have. He's unlike Fred, he's unlike McTominay, he's unlike Pogba, he's unlike Bruno. He is a natural number 6. And occasionally, he can pull off those great performances in that position. If we let him go, there's no other player that occupies that role like him. Who else is there? Nobody. So, to bring in another holding midfielder goes from important to very fucking important. Because then we haven't even got a one-legged Matic. An old Matic. We haven't even got that anymore. That as a fallback option if all goes to shit. So it just makes it more important that Manchester United get a holding midfielder this summer. Now, if United are open to selling, and Ollie's open to selling your man Nemanja Matic, then that hopefully means that we are going to be in the market for one of those players. And hopefully we will be able to bring one in. Who that is, who knows? You hear of Ndidis, Basumas, Declan Rice, all these different players linked with Manchester United, but who will come through in the end? United also need to get rid of a number of players to raise funds. Diogo Dalot's been linked with a move away from Manchester United, although there was a rumour the other day that AC Milan had balked at the price that Manchester United wanted. United believed to want 20 million euros. Now, whether we get that for him or not, remains to be seen. But it's believed AC Milan don't want to stump up that price for him. Which is interesting considering they've got Champions League football, right? So they're going to have that windfall from Champions League football. He can't have done that well for them if they're willing to let him go. Now, I know they're doing well. I haven't watched a whole host of their games, so if someone has watched more of AC Milan and can tell me whether he's did well or not, fair enough. But, if they're not willing to spend 20 million euros on him, what's that all about? So, and I think that's a fair price for United to be asking. You look at Lingard, you look at Matic, maybe there's somewhere that we can raise 40, 50 million quid between those 3 players. Maybe a bit more. If you get 15, 20 mil for Dalot, you get 20, 25 mil for Lingard. His contract's running out. You're not going to be able to push that too high. And then, 10 mil for Matic. You bring in 40, 50 million. Maybe that can be a big chunk of what you're doing in terms of, one sec. In terms of that holding midfielder, you can then bring that player in. So if we get that money in, and you've got 100 million to spend, maybe it's more likely that we'll be able to sign the players that we need in the transfer window. But we need to be getting players out. Sorry, I got sidetracked there by my OBS seemed to be failing on me. Hopefully you've not seen any issues your end, but the mic just went really quiet on it. I don't know what happened, but hopefully that didn't cause any issues your end. But yeah, we really need to be able to move players out, to be able to bring the players that we want in. Sorry if I was rambling on there a little bit. If he says Rafinha and Didi and Varane would win us the league. I did a video saying 3 signings to win us the league not long ago. That video is on the channel. Shaman with a different view says I can see Varane flopping, not going to lie. I come from a different angle on that. I think he's a player that is an excellent player. He's won it all. And he'll come to Manchester United with the confidence of a player that's won it all. You see someone like Thiago Silva, I think, adapted to the league well. Now, I know not every single player is the same, but Thiago Silva adapted to the league well. So I would see no problem with Varane adapting. Obviously, the proof is in the pudding, and if he was to come over, it'd be interesting. Sorry, I know I need to be able to get the mic. So when I speak into the mic, it's obviously better. Let me see if I can put the gain up on that. And that might help it a little bit. Apologies, the mic's a great mic. I'm just in an awkward position here. I need to shift things around in the little makeshift studio that I've got. But yeah, hopefully the sound's better for you now. Getting players out is vitally important. Disciple of Ali says Rojo's already gone. Has he? I don't really know if he has gone. Wouldn't be surprised if he came back. Actually, did he seal that? Was that a permanent move that he made? I can't even remember, you know. Did he leave permanently? He did leave permanently. It was an undisclosed fee in February. I love how that happened 3 months ago and we already forgot. Tony McGuigan says 50 mil sales. Glazers give us 200 million to please us. Somehow I can't see the Glazers giving us 200 million. I would imagine closer to 150, 120 mil. So we have around that 150 million mark to spend, which has been, if you look at United's net spend over the years, it's usually around that mark. So it wouldn't surprise me if it was the same again in this instance. But it wouldn't, again, you're right, like they love a good PR move, don't they? And getting a few big money signings is exactly that for them in the summer transfer window. So let's see how it goes down. But fingers crossed, we can get the business we need done. Even if we do get that business done though, Manchester United have to be making sure, yeah, that we do not allow, the Glazers to forget. We need to keep banging on the door. We need to keep showing them that we're not happy with what's going on, that we do want them out, that we do want to get rid of them. So, we need to keep pushing with that. Even if there's a few signings coming in, let's not be just easily appeased with that, because ultimately, Manchester United should be able to make big signings. Manchester United should be able to do that without the need for the Glazers, without the need for, Manchester United make their own money. This is one of the things that pisses me off when people say, oh, well, the Glazers, they've spent X, Y, Z. Piss off. Facts are, when Sir Alex Ferguson was there, they never gave him the money to compete with City and Chelsea. The reason we competed with them was because of the fact that, he was a fucking genius. Sir Alex Ferguson was a genius. As simple as that. That was the only reason we could compete. And then, once they'd sucked a lot of money out of the club and Sir Alex Ferguson had left and they realised they needed to spend a little bit more money to get Champions League football, they did it. But that money was always there. That money was always Manchester United. So we don't need the Glazers. We don't need, the Saudis. We don't need an owner to come in and splash all his cash, because Manchester United make money. A lot of money. Now, the longer we're not successful and the longer the Glazers do this, we won't make as much. And that's one of the great things that's come from the protests. Companies are thinking twice before dealing with Manchester United. So that's a great thing to come from these protests, and we need to keep it up regardless of what happens in the summer. It's as simple as that. Shaman says he's won everything, but quality of Prem versus Spain is my only worry. Again, look at Thiago Silva, and I think all players are different. Doesn't matter about the league too much. All players are different, and there's, you know, Spain's got some quality players there, and this is a man that's won the Champions League how many times? So yeah, I wouldn't have any fear in Varane coming to the club. I wish he does. Harry Maguire was seen at the premiere for Never Give In, Sir Alex Ferguson's film, which I have seen, and it's fucking amazing. If you can see it, make sure you get watching it when it's out. Absolutely amazing film, documentary from Sir Alex Ferguson's perspective on a lot of things, and I think it's really well put together as well. I wish it was like 4 or 5 hours long. There'd be so much stories that he could go in on that you'd want to know more about. But yeah, we saw Harry Maguire at the premiere. We've seen a lot of players there getting their pictures with Sir Alex Ferguson, etc. And Harry Maguire was there without his protective boot and without his crutches, which has given Manchester United fans hope that he will be obviously in that squad to play Villarreal in the Europa League final next week. I think we should be able to beat Villarreal without him, but obviously he's massively important. We miss him when he's not there. And even from a personal perspective for Harry Maguire, to have him in the team, first final with him at the club as a captain, potentially lifting the trophy, would be really good. And we have more of a chance to lift the trophy if he's there. So, yeah, great to see him without that protective boot. Hopefully, we see him at Manchester United in that team for the Villarreal game. Although, being able to walk around without a protective boot on and being able to play football are two different things. But yeah, that has happened tonight. David Beckham was inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. Now, I know Ryan Giggs, I know why that is. All right, whether you agree with it or not, I know why it is. So I'm not going to go into that. I understand. But no Paul Scholes in there. Cantona, Beckham, Keane have been inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. Steven Gerrard before Paul Scholes is an absolute fucking head's gone. But I'm sure they had to appease the fucking Liverpool fans. If we're being honest, you could have put fucking so many Man United players in there. It's unbelievable. And they will eventually all get in there, I'm sure. Scholes should be in there. But Beckham was put in there today. And David Beckham, what a player. And some of the kids these days just don't know about David Beckham. The way they talk about him, the way they think he was just a celebrity off the pitch and all these kind of things. He was the absolute man. He should have won the Ballon d'Or with Manchester United in 99, 2000. He should have won a Ballon d'Or around that period of time. He was an incredible talent, incredible player. One of the best deliveries about in the game. Covered every blade of grass, scored goals, made goals, pass short distances, long distances. Like, the guy had it all. The geezer was the nuts, man. And I absolutely loved him. I was a Beckham fanboy. And it's great to see him in the Premier League Hall of Fame. Something that he massively, massively deserves. As I was saying as well, Kane earlier was talking about his future, which was interesting. And he's speaking to Gary Neville on his podcast, The Overlap, I think it's called. And he was speaking, saying, I don't know, Daniel Levy might want to sell me. He might be thinking I could get 100 million for you. Then why not? Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be worth that for the next 2 or 3 years. I don't want to come to the end of my career and have any regrets. So I want to be the best that I can be. I've said before, I'd never say that I'd stay at Spurs for the rest of my career. And it's the first real time that he has come out and spoke about his future being away from Tottenham like that, which is incredible. Because you very rarely hear him come out and speak like that. We all know that maybe one day he's going to want to leave Tottenham and these kind of things. We all know that's potentially going to happen. But to hear him actually talking about it shows that he's trying to force this thing on. He's trying to force the move now. And he's coming out before the season's even done. He's coming out saying, I want to... Well, he's not said it verbatim, I want to leave. But he's talking about a future away, how much Daniel Levy would take for him, speaking with him about his future, wanting to win trophies. You don't hear that if a player wants to leave. You just don't. And it's clear Harry Kane wants to leave Spurs. Will he come to Manchester United? Personally, I don't think so. But stranger things have happened, haven't they? So, yeah. But I think he's destined for City or PSG. I can't see him coming to Manchester United, to be honest with you. Just depends whether Daniel Levy's sanctions are moved for him to another English club. Which I believe, could prove difficult, but wherever the money's at, whoever pays the most, they'll get him. And if he's kicking up a fuss, they don't really have a choice in terms of, what club he goes to. So, expect that one to rumble on a little bit more. Expect that Nemanja Matic story to rumble on a little bit more as well. And we'll have you covered here on AdamMcKola TV with everything that happens. So make sure you're keeping it locked. You're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. United Daily will be daily almost every single day, I promise you. And we'll have other uploads as well, as we did have that one earlier on Harry Kane. So go and check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. We've got loads of other content that we've uploaded as well, some evergreen stuff. So if you've missed some of those videos, you can go and check them out. But for now, I've been AdamMcKola. You lot have been legends. This has been United Daily Live. I'm out of here.